Right, and there you have it from the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Matters Research, Innovation and Outreach, Professor Vincent Onywera. On matters, he gave us a helicopter view of how this particular games, he actually taught me that particular phrase, a helicopter view, or rather, an overview of how this particular, All Africa University Games will be, and everything about it from the 6th to the 10th of June. But I'm reminded to also remind you the question of the day today. Matters football, matters international football. We're talking about Liverpool versus Real Madrid. What is your pick? Mine personally is Real Madrid, but we'll get to that right now. Let's talk about, All Africa University Games, and who better to talk to on matters, All Africa University Games, rather than, the players themselves. So joining us today, the captains, tennis captain Edgar Ojiambo. Ojiambo, how are you today?
Very fine.
Okay, this is I think the second time you're with us right here. The last time I invited you, talked about the state of tennis, rather the future of tennis in matters in Kenya and everything about it, and also Morgan Simiyu, the captain of handball. Good afternoon, Morgan.
Good afternoon.
All right, I'll obviously let you introduce yourself. Let me start with you, Morgan. So who is Morgan Simiyu?
I'm Simiyu Morgan, the men's handball captain, Kenyatta University.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything else, or any other hats that you probably would like to? This is a particular opportunity that I'm giving you. Like to say, Morgan is also follow me on IG and everything about it.
No.
All right. So all right, and Edgar Ojiambo, briefly, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Edgar Ojiambo, captain tennis, Kenyatta University. I am pursuing a Bachelor of Economics course. I'm a third-year student. Yeah.
Right, some economics and an economic and an educator right here. But then, gentlemen, let's talk about All Africa University Games. Personally, Ojiambo, how excited are you the fact that right now it's about 61 universities? Prof was telling me Kenyatta University was actually expecting, or rather Fasu was expecting a number of 25 universities, but then they actually surpassed it. They doubled it and surpassed it to 61 universities across the continent. How excited are you? Let me start with you, Ojiambo.
Yeah, it's a very great feeling to host this kind of event. It's a very big event concerning that it covers all the parts of Africa, and Kenyatta University and us as a team, we're very happy about it. Yeah, it will be a very great pleasure to play people from different countries and to feel the games and to have experiences with them and what is their problem in their countries, and to try and share their experiences with us, as well as play with them the games and know where we are slightly below where we should be and try to pull up our socks.
Right.
And as well compete. Yeah, we are going there to compete. Yeah.
And what about you, Morgan? How excited are you excited for this particular games? Are you excited that other handball players across the country, across the continent, all the way from Nigeria, all the way from South Africa, will actually be here from all those 5 days, from the 6th to the 10th?
Yeah, actually it's a great pleasure to play in these games because it's something that happens once in a while, and it's a privilege to us as the handball team to play for once. Like, it's something that one plays once when in university, and this is an opportunity to expose ourselves, whereby we can expose ourselves to the other teams in other countries, and that can be an opportunity to us. And then in terms of experience and socialization, it will be a good one.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, Simiyu, when you look at this particular, handball, preparing for this, it's different. I mean, how you're going to prepare for such a big tournament, such a big competition, unlike when you're preparing for Akinakusa kind of leagues. So how has the preparation for you as the captain for handball? How has the preparation for the team? Any new tactics you've brought on board, and new tactics that the coach has introduced you to?
Yeah, sure. We have had a lot of new tactics in the team, whereby we have invited the national handball captain and the goalkeeper, national handball team goalkeeper, who has been with us for the whole week, for the past 1 week. We have also had the all boys of Kenyatta University, we've had friendlies with them, whereby they have gained experience from them, and we are ready.
You're basically you do feel ready, by the way.
Yeah, very ready.
Ojambo, how about you for the for tennis? Tennis is one, as much as tennis is a sport, a discipline that sometimes, as much as you'd be in a group, but then it's you against you. For you personally, for tennis, how is the preparation for the team and now for the individually?
Yeah, the preparations are well. We have had to engage coaches from outside. We have one with us right now. We are doing some friendlies with people from the national program of tennis. Yeah, we are going to play in other places like the public service club, so that we can get more experience and different fields of the court, so that when we face the players from other countries, they will have to attest to the fact that we are good. Yeah.
Right. Now, Ojambo, do you feel like Kenyatta University is ready to host? You as a player, you'll be participating in these particular games for the 5 days. Do you feel like we as Kenyatta University, they are ready to actually host these particular games?
Yes, at now, what I can say is that they are ready, but they're finalizing on the small things that had to be done. Yeah, so they just need to do some small things so that they be completely ready. But they are ready. Yeah, they are very ready.
Let's get to hear some of this, small things that you're saying. Probably the administration has some of these things, ready, but then they will actually show you. I remember I was talking to Prof yesterday, and he was telling me right now by around the 4th of June, this place will be like a stadium. So they will be, they'll introduce, they will bring on board the portable, chairs, rather like a whole stadium. So around the field, the 6-lane synthetic track to look different. But then for you, Ojambo, do you feel like even tennis players right in Kenyatta University and Kenyatta University students, they're pretty sure that the tennis field isn't as quite standard. But then do you feel like which particular nitty-gritties do you feel like Kenyatta University, as they're preparing for this, they should actually look at?
Yeah, concerning tennis, they should at least consider doing the courts as fast as possible, so that by 6th the courts will be very ready and able to and being playable.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, Simiyu, when I was talking to again Prof yesterday, he mentioned about workshops. Individual workshops for individual disciplines. Let's say for handball, at those particular days, the 5 days, you'd be having workshops. The coaches, the players will be able to interact from across the continent. Are you looking forward to this? And what exactly are you looking forward to as the handball team? What exactly are you looking forward to achieve at the end of the day? Are you looking forward to we participated, or rather are we actually are you looking forward to actually win?
Actually, the main aim of us participating in these games is to win. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing like being position 2 or 3, but I can promise you that we are going to win. Yeah.
In the Kusa League, let's talk about something familiar for us right now. In the Kusa League, how does the handball team actually perform?
In the Kusa
for both men and women.
In the Kusa League, where it was finalized in the April, we were position 1 in Voi. We were position 1 in Voi, and the ladies team was position 2 after Masinde Muliro University.
So if Masinde Muliro was here with us, you'd actually be scared a little bit.
No.
So who is your biggest competitor right now? We don't actually have like the whole the list of the universities and the competitors, but then who do you feel is the biggest competitor?
In Kenya, I don't think if there is one.
Wow.
Yeah, we are the best.
Ojambo, who is your biggest competitor? For you personally, you'll be right there at the other side of the court, probably with a Nigerian player.
Yeah.
And before the game, he'd be joking to you how he ate fufu in the morning. Yeah. Probably he didn't find it in the morning, or rather. So at the court at that time, you'd be facing a different kind of play. You've never met these players. For Kenyan players, you're used to how they play, but then who do you feel, or which particular country do you feel like will be the biggest competitor for you?
Yeah, in terms of tennis, South Africa is the biggest competitor and a threat to in this competition. But we are ready for them. Now that last year we played Fasu games in Uganda, we had South Africa and other countries, and South Africa emerged the winners.
That experience, talk to us about that experience for you.
Yeah, the experience in Uganda was a pretty good one, because we had the opportunity to interact with players from all over. Yeah, from Libya, South Africa, and Uganda as the hosts. But South Africa were good. They were exceptional, yeah. So they won, but we have come back and strategized, and we hope this time it will not be business as usual.
Right, now as we also conclude, Simiyu, after these particular games, after the 10th day, then as they leave, what does the handball team, the future of the handball team, do you really feel like things will actually have changed? What are you looking forward to after the Fasu games?
Actually, after the Fasu games, I'm expecting that we will have a lot of jerseys, whereby we've been bought some. Then in terms of balls, at least actually for now we have a lot of balls to train and to participate in those games. And then we'll focus on the National League, which will resume early next month, and hoping that we'll finish in a good terms.
Right now, do you have enough kind of equipments to play with?
Yeah, sure. We have everything. We have balls, we have jerseys, and the nets, the posts. We have everything.
Wow, you really must be lucky. Tennis, is it the same script right there? Are you contented with the equipments that you have, the racks and everything?
Yeah, we have pretty good equipments, but they're not yet up to what we expect. But we just have to use them, because it's just some days to the tournament. Yeah, that's what we have as at now.
Right, now as we also conclude this particular conversation, I'll start with you, Jembo. Your conclusion remarks, and also probably those who are watching from all the way from Uganda, Tanzania, every part of this world, and they know that they're coming to play against you. Your last remarks.
Yeah, what I can say is that ahead of the Fasu games, we are prepared, and all the teams will know that Kenyan team, especially Kenyatta University team, is very prepared. They should expect nothing but a lot of competition, and we are going to make this university proud in the forthcoming games. Yeah, and all our competitors should know that we are going for them this time. It's not business as usual, as I said.
Well, it's not business as usual. If I was a tennis player, Nigeria should be worried. Handball team. You say you're prepared.
Yeah.
Then look at this particular camera and talk to them, and all the way from across the continent. Your biggest competitors. As much as you say Kenya, you don't really have anyone to be scared about. But then talk to your biggest competitors as we conclude this particular conversation.
Okay, first I would like to welcome them to Kenya, Kenyatta University to be specific. And secondly, I would like to tell them that we are very much prepared, and we are sure enough that we're going to win it. So they'll compete, but the trophy will remain in Kenyatta University. Yeah.
What we obviously love to hear, the trophy will obviously remain in Kenyatta University.
Yeah.
And obviously, success, gentlemen. Morgan Simiyu, captain handball. Yeah. Edgar Jumbo, captain tennis. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming up. Remember also, as we concurrently, before this particular games begin, we'll obviously be bringing the captains, the players, the coaches right here on set, or probably out there in the field, and just show you how they're actually preparing for these particular games. So stick around for that. These particular games begin on the 6th to the 10th of June. The athletes will be streaming in that particular weekend, the 4th and 5th of June this particular year. It will be an amazing. Remember, on Monday we'll be having the Vice Chancellor's Symposium, then also on Tuesday a Technology Symposium. So, and also these particular games are free. You don't really have reason to actually miss this particular games. And another thing, it's not also all games from they come and just play. No, if for the players all the way from Nigeria, they'll actually come and give us one of those Afro beats. I'm actually anticipating players from South Africa. I just really want to see some new piano moves from them. Obviously, during the morning and also the evening, they'll have some cultural dances and everything about it. So you don't really want to miss this. It's going to be amazing. Remember one of those when you were in high school and primary and other students are coming on board. It was always fun. But then anyway, our first conversation ends at that particular point right here today. After we're taking a short break, when we come back, we are talking about the sports review. Kevin Benson will be joining us via Zoom somewhere in Kenya. I don't know where he is right now. Then obviously we'll have Evans Auma. George Gishungwa today is taking a sick leave, but then we definitely have him next time. Remember, the question of the day today is between Liverpool and Manchester, not Manchester United. Between Liverpool and Real Madrid. I don't know why Manchester United but hopefully Manchester United will be, in the Champions League. Actually, before I let my guest go, quick one. Ojiambo. Yeah. Liverpool, Real Madrid.
Liverpool it is.
Liverpool it is.
Yeah.
Real Madrid
it is. Let's take that short break. When we come back, our social media handles at KUTV Kenya on Facebook, KUTV_Kenya on Twitter. Use the hashtag on the spot. Don't go anywhere.